Hey, Nick. Yeah, we were out there today watching practice, and we know about Jack's not out there, and JC wasn't able to be there today. So, how much are you hoping that that Jack can get back, and how disconcerting is it to not have some of your guys like that when you're trying to prepare for a front like the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping that we can get them back, but of course, this year is so crazy. You don't know what's going to happen, so we have to be prepared either way. But we have this next gut mentality here, so whoever's in is going to be great for us, no matter who it is. But if we can get either JC and Jack back, that'd be even more, even greater.
Yeah, and then even Chris Hubbard not being there too. So like when you talk about next man up, then it's even next man up for you guys right now, right?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. But I mean, this team's been through a lot this year. We're very resilient, so we'll be ready for whatever comes at us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Steve Dorshik, you have our next question.
Nick, you guys obviously handled it against Houston in terms of staying in a rhythm, even though you guys are in a heavy share of carries. But guys over the years here, Jamal Lewis comes to mind notably. Jamal and a lot of other backs really like to get a lot of carries and consecutive carries and stay in a flow. That's not happening here, and you haven't had to do that in the past. But does that enter your mind now that you're in a timeshare with a guy, or is it something that you kind of have to mentally sort through?
No, that's not in my mind at all. I mean, I understand my position here, and I enjoy it. This is how I've been pretty much since college, sharing the backfield, sharing the ball. So it's how I was brought up, and it's what I've been doing here, and I think it works well for us here in Cleveland.
Do you actually like it better from the standpoint? Everybody keeps saying that fresh legs. Do you like the system better from that standpoint?
Yeah, I do. You definitely stay fresh. You definitely get to grow on the defense, and you get to bring in new fresh legs whenever you need them. And I think that helps us out. It's an advantage for us.
Thank you, Steve. Tony Grossi.
Hi, Nick. Hopefully the worst weather is behind you guys, but you never know. And this is kind of a hypothetical question. Do you think you guys could win a game without even attempting a pass?
I have no idea, but probably not. I think you have to pass the ball sooner or later.
Would you like the challenge of that?
It's whatever we got to do to win. So if that's not throwing the ball, let's do it. Let's not run the ball. Let's do it. Just whatever we got to do to win.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Nate Ulrich, you're up.
And to be able to have the performance you did coming off the injury, how much confidence does that give you in the knee, and how are you feeling, in the days after that workload?
Yeah, it felt good to get out there and actually get tackled. I knew coming in last week, I felt good, but I haven't got hits in about 5 weeks. Going out there and playing a full game, having no troubles with it, it brings a lot of confidence in it.
Thank you, Nate. Scott Petrick, will go to you.
Hey, Nick, when you talk about a defense wearing down with you and Kareem rotating, how do you notice that? Like when you're running the ball, how do you notice that the defense isn't like it was in the first quarter?
It's just easy to break tackles. And I mean, first quarter, guys are flying around full speed, coming out of nowhere, tackling you, wrapping up hard. Fourth quarter, it's like it's not there anymore. It's like you can feel them kind of slowing down, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you can just feel it.
And when, like last year, when you were getting the bulk of the carries early in the year, like could you wear down as the game went along, and do you feel that much fresher now because you have Kareem sharing that load?
Yeah, I mean, I feel really good now. I had a little setback, but other than that, I mean, I feel great.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Scott. We'll go to Mary Kay Cabot next.
Nick, did you have an opportunity to sort of grasp the notion of you and Kareem each rushing for 100 yards for the first time since 1966? I mean, was that a nice, meaningful stat for you, and how cool did that probably feel for you guys?
Yeah, it felt great just to be able to go out there and ball out with my boy. That's definitely huge for us and for this team and organization. Hopefully, we can get plenty more of them.
I mean, you would think that he wanted to get the rushing title this year. He wants a certain amount of statistics, and you guys both want 1,000 yards, of course. But it really seems like you guys have a genuine bond where you want what's best for the team and what's best for each other, and you really don't care about who ends up with what, right?
No, I mean, it doesn't matter. All we want to do is win, and Yeah, that's pretty much it. We just want to get a win, and that's all that matters.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Mary Kay. To Tom Withers.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Nick. Hey, I think Batonio mentioned it the other day. Were you guys really close on a couple of those runs in the first half where maybe one block or more springs you for longer runs than you even got?
Yeah, we were. I mean, we were always one guy away, and I missed a couple reads on my own. So I think we got to pull together and just make that one play happen. It'll be a big difference for us.
Yeah, I would never call you rusty at all, but do you feel you said before it takes time to remember what it's like to get hit and the timing. Is that what you're talking about? There just wasn't clicking the way it would normally if you hadn't missed all that time?
Yeah, who knows what happened? Maybe it's all in my head, but I mean, I did feel good. But to think about it, I haven't played in a while, and it was NFL's full speed, and I had to go out there and adapt to it very quick.
Thank you, Tom. Back to Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Nick, with the 100 yards for both you and Kareem, I think a lot of people think about 1,000 yards in a season. Have you and Kareem talked about that at all? You guys possibly each get into 1,000?
We haven't talked about it yet, but I'm sure Coach Tom definitely wants us to get it. He's big on us, being the best person we can be, and he's also big on us, breaking records and things like that. So I definitely think we'll hear about that soon enough.
I mean, would that be a cool thing for you guys to share?
Yeah, it will. Definitely.
Thank you, Nate. To Scott Petrick next.
Hey, Nick, we talked so much about you stepping out of bounds on that last run, but at the beginning of it, like, what was your view? It looked like the Texans kind of had it read, and then how were you able to make that guy miss and turn the corner?
I don't know. I did. It just happened so fast. But I caught the toss, and somebody was on the ground right in front of me, and I had to go around that. And then there was a guy in my face, and I'm just happy I had enough room on the sideline not to step out and able to turn up the field and go down there, and go out of bounds, and seal the game.
It looked like you kind of delayed to maybe get the guy off balance. Did you even know you were doing that?
No, it just happened. I had no idea. I didn't even remember until I saw the film.
Thanks.
Thanks, Scott. Mary Kay Cabot, you have our next question.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about what you guys are about to face with this really good Eagles defensive front and just what they bring, just in terms of everything?
Yeah, it's a great team, especially up front. Very, aggressive, experienced, hard guys. I mean, they play super hard. They play for each other, and it'll definitely be a challenge for us, and we look forward to it.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Steve Dorshik, you're up next.
Hey, Nick, you guys have knocked off the Colts, and they beat the Titans the other day. They're 6-3 and all that, so you have a win against a winning team. But you haven't really had much of a chance to prove that you can beat the better teams in the league. What, in your mind, makes you think that you guys can beat the better teams in the league across the rest of the season?
I'll take it week by week, and we can be the best Browns we can be. I'm positive we can play with anybody. So we're gonna take it day by day and see where we are.